What's up, everybody? This is Chuck here, and we are recording a new podcast episode for you guys. Rob Dold, are you with us?
What's up, dude? What's going on?
Not much. Just about to record a podcast. It's been a while.
Been quite a while, actually.
Yeah, as I said, I am Chuck Lynch. This is my good friend, my dear old friend, Rob Dold. And we hope this finds you well. So what's up, man?
Oh, just enjoying a kind of a slow evening here out at the ranch. I live in a ranch-style house, and I live in Texas. I feel like I'm very much okay with calling it the ranch. And I just hanging out with my dogs and my cat, enjoying a nice little beverage, some solitude. What about you?
Well, as per usual, I am in my recording studio, my 2000 Dodge Dakota, which is my favorite place to record, my place of solitude. So, I think our last episode was in September. Let me check here.
I believe it was 2012.
Yeah, it might have been 2012.
At this point, it doesn't matter. It was a long time ago.
I'm going to get the date right here. Episode 3, we titled it Rob's Burgers. We released it on September 27th, 2016.
We were so young then.
I know.
So much has changed.
So much. So, we wanted to wish everybody a happy Halloween, a happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Merry Kwanzaa.
Happy New Year.
Festivus
for the rest of us.
I hate Seinfeld.
Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Bada bing.
And we're on time with this one, but Happy President's Day, which is this coming Monday.
Yes. And you'll be celebrating your president that day, right?
Yes.
Anyway, it has been so long. I'm trying to think if anything is different in the land over on Dold. And I would say probably not. Everything's good. Everything's the same. Beloved life, Charles. Everything is good. I miss Pittsburgh tremendously. I can't wait to move back. I love it here. People are very nice and sweet. I miss Pittsburgh like crazy.
And as always, Pittsburgh misses you.
You can't speak for everybody. I'm sure there's a few folks there that are like, fuck that dude. He's a dick anyway. Texas can fucking keep that pig. They're probably right.
I can't argue that, really. But
I cannot confirm nor deny those allegations.
I can't speak for myself, and I can probably speak for our group of friends that we do miss you.
Oh, well. I'm touched. I miss yinz. I miss being able to say yinz. I just automatically say y'all nowadays, and I'll be like, and things will come out of my mouth like, how's y'all days doing? And they'll just be like, what the fuck kind of mix-up is that shit? And it kind of goes from a weird, like, how yinz doing, how y'all's doing. It's weird. Little Pittsburghese and y'all at the same time doesn't really work.
So, I think we should always give a shout-out to our favorite local podcaster, Ryan McCormick, because he always gives us shout-outs, and we don't really deserve it.
Whoop.
But we both enjoy his show very much, Fireside Chat. Check it out in your usual podcast places. I think he's been an inspiration because we like his style. And so thanks, Ryan. And also, his fiance.
I do believe... I'm sorry. You keep talking. That was rude.
You can take over.
No, it was rude. I wasn't sure if you were gonna do something, and you did something. I wasn't sure if you were gonna do. Then I realized I was being rude, and now we're like 10, 20 more seconds past that point. So go ahead and continue.
Well, I was just going to say Ryan's fiance Tiff also has a great podcast, More Than You Can Chew. Also, a new podcast that I listened to their first episode the other day. It's our good buddy Phil. His podcast is called The Brisket Debacle. And I know you can find them on iTunes, and I don't know where else they are, but they're definitely on iTunes. So check that out. If you like us, you'll like them. They just like to talk about stuff. And now for our regularly scheduled programming, which is nothing.
You forgot Ian. How dare you?
How dare you? I'm saving Ian for you.
Nope. You're doing all the plugs. Go. You're done.
Right. Our very, very dear friend, Ian.
Very dear.
Is a very talented man. He and his friend Paul have the McSauce podcast and website where they do webcomics. Ian's a very talented artist. He has a new Facebook page for his artwork called The Art of Ian Sharpley, which I personally love the way he draws. And that's it. Plug's done.
Plug's done. Forget him. The fucking done. Oh, that was fun. I have not been podcasting or listening and partaking in podcasts very frequent lately. I got one of the Google Pixel phones, and if anyone happens to listen to this that uses something like that and knows of a good podcast app, let me know, because what I've been using cuts off constantly and doesn't tell me when new episodes come up, and very well could be that I'm not using it appropriately, but either way, I don't like this one. So it's been, I feel like I've been suffering. I miss my iPhone. I feel like I made a bad choice.
And you did.
Well, like, they get these propaganda commercials, and you're like, wow, I can...
you know what? They are good commercials. They got you.
Oh, dude, they got me hardcore. And then I'm like in the store like, no, it's cool. I just want to pay it all off now. And then they're like, no, you want to
be good.
Yeah, Google loves it. And then I'm, okay, Google, and it does stuff. And I just think it's the coolest thing. And now I'm just lost. And I don't really know how to use it. And I feel like a 90-year-old man, and my wife just shakes her head at me.
But we can't FaceTime anymore.
Worse than that, we can't sing songs to each other.
We can't do the audio text messages, which was the best thing ever.
Okay, look, I've already explained how bad I regret this. You don't have to throw salt in the wind. Me and Charlie, we used to, we're weird, and we would play trivia, and we would sing lyrics to each other, tiny little pieces of the song, and then read, negative 5,000 points or positive 1.5 points.
Yeah, we came up with a pretty legit scoring system.
That of which I remember zero of.
No, I remember nothing of it, but I know it was good.
I felt profound when it happened. I thought we did something. Yeah. It was a good time, and now, I jumped over to Verizon because, T-Mobile sucks balls, and
that's good. That means you won't drop my call, maybe. I'm
like 40 feet away from my phone right now. Got some Bluetooth in. I feel
we had that problem a couple times when we were trying to record, where we would record like half an hour, 40 minutes of an awesome show that nobody's ever going to hear.
Never.
Because you dropped the call.
Yeah, my bad. That's what I get for trying to save a couple shillings. It's just I'm a cheap bastard, and I don't want to pay extra. So now I'm paying out the freaking nose for this, but the service is great.
Okay, so I asked our Facebook followers here for some topics to talk about since we are mentally incapable of coming up with topics on our own, which has been another problem for us. trying to do this.
You know, what we actually do 99.9% of the time is I'll text Charlie, we should podcast. Charlie texts back, yeah, no fucking shit. And then we talk about podcasting, and then we get on the phone with each other and we start talking about podcasting. And then we just start making each other laugh for about an hour. And then we go, fuck, we should have podcasted that.
Exactly.
And that happens just about every time. So then we try to recreate it, and it's a little bit off kilter, but it works.
It sounds scripted sometimes. Because
sometimes it sounds quite. You know, Charlie, I've been meaning to ask you. It's not good. It's not good at all.
So tonight we decided just to roll with it. Probably against our better judgment, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, we have a Mrs. Kelly Santapietro.
I believe it's Santapietro. It's Native American. I believe they're Allegheny Indian. Continue, my fault.
I'm pretty sure it's Mexican because you say it like Santo Pietro.
No, it's Santapietro. Pietro. It's fine. I didn't expect you to understand how to pronounce it. Anyways, continue.
Anyways, Kelly is, in fact, my sister. And she is, in fact, married to our good friend Duffy. Here's what Kelly has to say. Here's what she wants us to talk about. When the Macarena was popular and you got pissed because Rob and all of your friends wanted to do the dance with me and Lil instead of gaming with you, how cool was that dance? Tell me, Rob, how cool was the Macarena?
Okay, so let's start off by saying I've always had a great family-like rapport with your family. Your sisters feel like sisters to me, and your parents, I love them so much. But you're not the best dancer. I'm a fantastic dancer. You're a gamer. I hate video games so bad that I don't totally recall the argument aspect of it, but that sounds 100% legit. I do recall dancing the Macarena for sure. In your house. I don't know if it was on this occasion. I'm sure I danced the Macarena a couple of times in your house, maybe out in the pool, hanging out. But I can't confirm nor deny doing the Macarena causing a fight between the siblings.
Well,
but I probably did that. That sounds right.
Speaking of the swimming pool, though, I have a funny story that Kelly probably remembers vividly. So me and Billy Orban were swimming in my family's swimming pool, above ground pool. Billy was standing up on the side of the pool, ready to jump in or do something stupid, I'm sure.
Moon salt.
So Kelly comes out of nowhere and pushes his feet out from underneath him while he's standing on the side of the pool. And he just goes smack, like ribs first into the side of the pool. He was pretty upset, and I think she felt.
I could imagine.
But it is pretty
shit.
funny looking back on it.
We had so much fun hanging out at your house growing up. That my favorite place in the whole world, like the top 10 favorite places to hang out. I will always want to go sit on that porch upstairs, the up porch, as it were.
Oh yeah, we definitely had some good times.
Good times. Yeah, and what was the creepy fucking old guy that lived in your house? It scared the hell out of me.
Pete.
In like retrospect, now I realize he was just an elderly man, and he was probably cool as hell. But I was young, very young, and stupid, and old people smell weird and scare me.
Oh,
and
he scared the shit out of me. I had to live with him.
Oh, really?
Today. He was senile.
Man.
He I don't know. He was like, I guess he was pretty nice, but I think he was confused most of the time.
You know, that's funny. That's not funny at all, obviously, that he was senile, but...
Peter J. Malloy, I believe was his name.
Oh, you'd have to put him on blast, Charlie. Jesus.
All right. So, Mrs. Santo Pietro. How do you say it, Rob?
Santa Paricho.
She also wants us to talk about the way you felt when you put on your first pair of Chuck Taylors. I felt cool heading to a Seaback show. So obviously, Kelly waited pretty late. Waited pretty late to put on her first pair of Chucks because she had to be in her mid-20s by then.
I was just kidding. Yeah.
I enjoy Chuck Taylors very much. They're usually the only pair of shoes I buy besides work boots. I don't remember the first pair, but I was probably in my late teens. What about you?
I remember, well, I don't remember my first pair, but I remember a pair. I was in probably 4th or 5th grade, and I got a pair of blue ones because Smokey and Friday had the blue ones. And Snoop in is it Lottie Dottie when he says with my all blue Chucks?
Yep, that's it.
So that made me want. Oh really? I'm a fan through and through. Everything that dude does is magic. I love it. But yeah. So that's what I had ahead of. My mom took me to, I believe it was Famous Footwear in Lower Borough, and got me a pair of Chucks.
So typically, are you high tops or low tops?
Well, if they're really cool, because I've started to venture into the fancier ones, and if they're real cool, I'll get high tops. Like I have a couple pair of the Sailor Jerry ones that have the Sailor Jerry print on the sides of them, so they're tall, they're high tops. But
I've never seen those.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I got them from, I think Los has a pair of them too. I got them from like Marshalls back in the day, or Ross or something like that. But if it's something like that, it's a high top for sure. But any other time, it's definitely low top. Monos, low top black on black monos. Those are my favorite.
Black on black, yeah. You and Caldwell. Caldwell loves the black on black.
Yeah, it with pants, but if I have shorts on, I definitely like the black and white traditional low tops.
Yeah, traditionally I am more of a low top guy. Right now I have a pair of classic black on white high tops though. But when it comes to like summer shorts weather, I think you got to rock the low tops.
Oh, of course. Yeah. We're not wearing high party socks and 2 different color Chuck Taylors anymore. We're grown ups now. Goddamn, we pay taxes.
I still pull my socks up. They're not knee high, but they're like come halfway up my shin. Crew socks, regular crew socks.
Oh yeah, some boot socks. Them working man socks.
That's just my style, man. I don't give a fuck. Like I want to pull my socks up. Like I don't want little ankle socks. I'm just gonna wear my socks.
You had a beautiful situation kind of happen to you in life, Chuck, because you went from being an extremely young adult to being a husband and a dad. So you were very fortunate to not have to worry about like all the cool fashions. Is someone gonna think I'm cool or a chick's gonna dig me? You landed an awesome wife. Like right out the gate, you were like, haha, now I can wear whatever the fuck I want. This shit's comfortable. And I'm very blessed too, because I don't give a goddamn about what I wear. I just hope to God I don't embarrass my wife when I leave the house.
Pulling my socks up, I don't give a fuck.
That's right. I figured out this morning that I wear I wear my work pants and gym shorts, and that's it. That's the only 2 things that I wear ever. And also, obviously underwear, socks, the shirt and or jacket, depending on the time of the year. But mostly just gym shorts and pants.
So that covers all the topics we got donated to us. We're on our own now.
No.
I guess.
By the way, Kelly Santa Pietro, I miss you. And I miss Duffy, too. Give the Duffy a big hug.
Kelly, thank you for your topics. We really appreciate it. That gave us a good 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. We didn't have that prior to, so you're awesome.
Well, the problem is I should have posted this a lot earlier in the day when people are still awake, maybe. But I just it's 12:39 right now a.m. And I posted this about 30 seconds before we started recording. So I guess we'll take what we can get. So thanks, Cal. Love you.
Thanks, Cal. Dude, moving into more classy topic, my dog has the worst guest ever, and he's the saddest looking fucking dog ever, and he just farts and stares at me in the face like you can't be mad at me, and it smells like a dead animal that sat out in like the freaking wet Texas sun all freaking summer. Just horrible. And he just keeps following me around the house, and I keep walking away from him, and I feel so bad. But he smells terrible. I gave him some beef jerky earlier, and I'm regretting it.
Yeah, you brought this on yourself.
I know. My wife would be pissed if she knew I fed him that. Good thing she doesn't listen to the podcast.
So, I'm just looking on Facebook here, see if we got anything to talk about. Here's, I don't know what this is. It's something about Mario Paint. Did you ever play Mario Paint for Super Nintendo?
No. Damn it. I really wish I knew what that was.
Mario Paint was a genius game, okay? It wasn't really a game, but it was, basically it was the paint program that you would have on your Windows, on your PC, okay? The game came with a mouse and a mouse pad that you could plug into your Super Nintendo.
Okay, I'm with you.
But so you could draw and do paint and whatever. But it also had like you could make music with sounds from the Mario universe.
Okay, and, like the one-up sound and stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. So it had that. There was a mini game that was just swatting flies, which was really fun. But I have a funny story about Mario Paint. I made a really bad deal. Once again, we'll bring up our good friend Billy Orban.
William!
I traded Mario Paint to Billy. In return, he gave me a Daffy Duck game.
Yeah, that's good. That worked out well for the both of you. Sounds like you were kind of a fucking dumbass when you were a little kid.
I'm pretty sure he's still laughing about this trade.
He probably still playing that motherfucker, too.
I bet he is, that motherfucker.
That motherfucker. I felt like Genesis was the last game system that I actually gave a shit about. You know, a little Toe Jam and Earl, a little Evander Holyfield boxing, a little Golden Axe 2.
Oh, Golden Axe, that was good shit.
Golden Axe 2 was my shit. But the problem was Tony would always want to play, my cousin Tony would always want to play that shit, but he would always be the chick who sucked at the game, we'd always lose. It was just like when we were kids. And, dude, he's probably the reason I fucking hate video games, actually. Because he was that kind of, I'm glad that this is our show and he's that kind of fucking cocksucker that would, do the same move over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I fucking hate those kind of people. You dick. And obviously I still harbor some ill will about it. But, he would do the Sonya Blade, Mortal Kombat. And he'd do the little, little front flip dealie where she'd grab you by the head and slam you all over the place by your head.
And you just couldn't get away from it.
Fuck no, that asshole. The fuck video game, and my cousin's a dick, and Genesis was awesome, though.
Do you remember, Rob, what my favorite anime was when we were teenagers?
Oh, Cowboy Bebop.
That is correct. Hulu has the Cowboy Bebop series, which is, I believe, only 26 episodes. So I just started rewatching that. It's the first time I watched it since way back in the day. It's so good.
I would rather like sit and watch a Holocaust documentary than watch that bullshit.
I know, I made you watch it a couple times.
Oh, I really feel like there's nothing worse than seeing something terrible like what I had just mentioned. But I'm wrong, because anime is definitely fucking worse than that, except for Afro Samurai specifically, because I like that shit. And
Cowboy Bebop is awesome, though. It's about a bunch of fucking bounty hunters.
Yeah, but it's great too. Not interested. Too fucking weird for me. I don't trust those eyes. They're shifty. Fuck that shit.
Whatever, man.
They creep me the fuck out. And everything always moves all fucking weird. I used to have seizures. I can't be fucking watching the screen all bleeping around and shit like that. Fuck that nonsense.
Alright, what else we got going on? What do you got for us, Rob?
You know what? So we were hanging out with family time the other day, and my wife made mention that we don't play board games. Do you, Charlie, happen to know one of my least favorite things to do in the entire world?
If I had to guess at this moment, due to context,
right now, yeah,
I would say board games. You don't like board games?
I loathe I fucking hate board games so bad. It's the most boring fucking shit ever. And I do love spending time with my family, for sure. And I will suffer through a board game specifically to do that. But it just needs to be known that I fucking hate that shit. And then he comes home and like, we should play a board game. I'm always like, I would rather choke on a barrel of a gun. I fucking hate it. Like Scrabble and fucking Yahtzee and all that other Amish bullshit. I can't fucking stand it. I hate it. And anyway,
I like.
I just happened to look. I like Risk. I remember for Jesse Hollis's bachelor party, we played Risk till we were real late at night. That was cool.
Yeah, Risk is a good game.
But
we just
I don't overly remember it.
On New Year's Eve, did you ever play Balderdash?
No. I'm not 100.
It is a very fun game where basically you get weird words, and you draw words from these cards. They're like really strange words that most likely nobody has ever heard, and everybody makes up a definition.
Okay.
And you write it down, and then you get points. Like if somebody guesses your fake definition, you get a point for that. And if you guess the real definition, you get a point for that. Anyways, it's a lot of fun because you get to make stuff up, I guess. It's a lot funner than I'm describing, but it's a lot of fun.
Nothing says a great podcast like describing board games or describing how bad you play board games. We're good at this.
Can we delete that with our equipment?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just put it into.
We're gonna edit that.
To whatever. To whatever program it is that we use to edit. Final Cut Pro.
That's it. That's the one we use.
But yeah. So I just can't. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I fucking have you ever finished a game of Monopoly in the entirety of your life?
Yes, I am a Monopoly fucking champion.
I will slit your throat where you stand. I fucking hate Monopoly. I hate it so bad.
Pretty sure I'm undefeated in Monopoly. I enjoy it way too much. I get really into it. Like when we're like 4 hours in.
See, dude, at that point I would have already told you, like, I revoke our friendship. I fucking hate you. I can't handle it. Like, I'll flip the fucking board over and freak the hell out and scream like a little girl and cry and rock in a chair. I fucking hate it so bad.
When I come visit you, can we play a game of Monopoly?
Yes, we'll do that.
Okay.
You realize, though, in Texas I can shoot you on my property, though, right? Just so you're aware.
Well, here's the thing, though. Once we're done playing, it won't be your property anymore. I'm going to own it.
Oh, gee. Damn, Charlie.
Damn. That's some trash talk right there.
That's right. I know that is.
So I'm planning on going to visit Rob in June, hopefully. That's our plan. We kind of have like a makeshift plan where Rob's going to
We don't do so well at planning things.
He's going to cash in his dimes and nickels and see what it adds up to. Hopefully it's enough for a plane ticket.
I'm sure it will be. They're dirt cheap, man. I think my one last year was like $200.
Well, ain't bad.
To come up for Duffy and Kelly's wedding. It's like perfect. Anything to not have to drive that far ever again in my life. It was a good experience, and I'm glad we did it. And I think that made me and my wife definitely stronger together and whatnot. And we work together now because of it better. But it was fucking miserable, man. It was like 30 hours and driving that big long truck. It like went all over the road all the time because of the air or the wind and whatnot. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, we should probably start like actually planning that.
That's probably a valid point.
So it actually happens.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll start checking in the flights and stuff soon for sure. Actually, I have an app on the phone. I can check it.
All right, what else we got going on? I'm trying to find things to talk about, guys. We're winging it here. I do apologize. What do you think? What have you been watching, Rob? Tell us about that.
You know what, man? I've been trying to think of the fucking name of the show, and it's killing me. It's Homeboy from Chance. That's right. And so far, it's really, really good. The problem is no spoiler alerts, nothing like that. But the plot line just takes so many turns and stuff. Eventually, it just kind of fucking loses you. But being that it's Dr. House, you know, like you want to stay involved. I believe it's a Hulu show, I think, right? Or is it a Netflix show?
Yeah, I haven't
Hulu,
watched.
I believe.
I haven't watched Chance yet, but I might check it out as per your recommendation. But I did love House. That was a great show.
He's essentially. It feels like he's playing the same. It feels like he's playing the same dude, kind of, sort of. You know, it's still he's a little bit more insecure than Dr. House. He still has like kind of the same accent. He has a little bit of the same lisp, you know, with his fake American accent, or his impression, I guess would be the right way to say it.
Yeah,
which is badass because the whole time I was a fan of House, I had no clue he was actually English. Right? Yeah, neither did I for a while. But I highly suggest it, man. It's I believe it's only the first season, but it's really, really, really good.
Yeah, I might check that out. I've been watching like a whole lot of stuff.
What you be watching?
I mean, since our last podcast, I've watched like a whole lot of stuff because that was like 5 months ago.
At least, yes.
We, Jenny and I just started the Santa Clarita Diet, which is a new Netflix comedy. I don't know, I guess you would say it's a dark comedy. It stars Drew Barrymore, and it is laugh out loud hilarious. I'm
LOL?
LOL, buddy.
God damn. Like, for real?
For real. So basically, Drew Barrymore turns into a zombie, and comedy ensues from there. Like I said, I'm only 2 episodes in, so I don't really have a lot to say about it, except the fact that it is hilarious.
Hilarious. Yeah,
I finally got Kenny to start watching Breaking Bad. I've been bugging her.
We're a little late on that one.
A little late. I've been bugging her to watch it for years, and she's in love with it. She loves Jesse Pinkman. Who doesn't?
True story.
She is not a fan of Walter White. But yeah.
You know, Walt's a tough character.
He is. It's kind of hard to get behind him sometimes.
Yeah, he's rough.
I also think that's what makes the show really great, though.
Dude, I'm once again, just like you are on that one, I'm late on this one. That the Netflix OJ special. Did you see that?
Oh, that was actually on FX last year.
Oh, was it FX?
Yeah, it was the people versus OJ Simpson.
Exactly.
I haven't watched it yet.
So good. It is ridiculous, actually. It's I think I'm actually probably gonna, if I ever get off the phone with you, I'm probably gonna turn it on and watch another episode. But dude, there's like an insane amount of freaking stars in that show, and then like people you haven't seen since forever, like fucking Ross from Friends and shit.
Oh, really, and, Ross?
David Ross was playing Kim Kardashian's dad, Robert Kardashian, who was like kind of a lawyer, but more or less just OJ's homeboy.
Yeah.
And fucking John Travolta, the pretty chick from American Horror Story, and the one that was like the two-headed chick for a hot minute on there.
Oh, yeah, I like her. What's her name? I always forget her name.
I'm trying to look it up and it doesn't work. Sarah Paulson.
Yeah, Sarah Paulson. She is my favorite actor on American Horror Story. I like her a lot.
She's a freaking badass, man. She pretty much can act the shit out of anything. But I started watching that show, and man, Cuba Gooding Jr. is such a fucking good actor. He's a wild motherfucker too, man. He gets hammered in public and screams at paparazzis and shit. And he was just in American Horror Story too, actually.
Who are you talking about?
Cuba Gooding Jr. Pay attention, bitch.
Whatever, man. I also have been watching another Hulu original called The Path, which actually stars Aaron Paul, who we all know is Jesse Pinkman. The Path is about a cult, and he is part of this cult, but then he's kind of like, yeah, I'm not too sure about this cult anymore, and it gets pretty intense, I guess. Kind of a slow-moving show, but it has a lot of depth, and I'm enjoying it very much. It's in its second season right now. The thing I like about Hulu, some of the Hulu originals, is they release episodes on a weekly basis as opposed to releasing them all at once. So I kind of like that.
Smart.
So right now they're on season 2, and they release a new episode every Wednesday. So I kind of like that.
It's pretty badass. Yeah, I haven't really been watching much other than that. I tried watching. There's a BBC show called Black Mirror.
Yeah.
But every single episode is totally different than the last, and I really just couldn't hang into it very much.
Yeah, we refer to that as an anthology.
Oh, do we? My bad.
Yes, we do. And by we, I mean everybody except for you. Yeah, I watched Black Mirror. Here's the thing with Black Mirror. Some of them are really...
tread lightly.
Some of them are really fucking good, and some of them are really fucking, like, bad. And others are just average. But there are some pretty good ones. But there were some fucking doozies, too, that just weren't even worth watching. How far have you watched into it?
3 episodes, I believe.
Okay. So you watched the first one with the guy fucking the pig?
Yeah, dude, you can't come out the gate. You probably shouldn't have said that. You can't come out the gate swinging like that, man. That almost instantaneously made me want to be like, what the hell, and turn the bitch off real quick.
Yeah, that one was a little rough. I mean, it was good because it kept you in suspense the whole time, but it was something else.
Something else is a good way to term it. Fucking
yeah. I mean,
terrible.
there's not too many episodes, so I mean, if you have the time, I would watch them all because some of them are pretty good. There's one. Let me see what it's called. There's one. I don't remember. It was the second or third season. About a guy who goes to test out a virtual reality video game. I like that one a lot.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Did you see that one?
I believe so.
Let's see, Black Mirror. I'm gonna look up the name of the episode right here. Okay, this was season 3. Playtest. The episode's called Playtest.
Yeah, I think so.
So the synopsis: an American traveler short on cash signs up to test a revolutionary new gaming system, only to discover the thrills are a little too real. Yeah, that was a pretty good episode. Ba-ba-ba. So that one was good. There's one with John Hamm called White Christmas. I like that one a lot too.
So,
You know who John Hamm is from Mad Men?
I don't think so. I never watched that show, actually.
You would recognize him if you saw him. I'm sure you would. But he's the star of Mad Men. John Hamm. He's a good actor. Matt Pryor has a new record out today, solo.
You know what? I saw. Is it just him? Is it New Amsterdam? How isn't New Amsterdam and him the same thing anymore? I'm confused.
Well, it's because the New Amsterdams, I think, turned into more of a band in the long run. This is just him solo. Probably more like old school New Amsterdam when it was just him.
Yeah, the best stuff in my opinion.
So yeah, Matt Pryor, and I am excited because Matt Pryor and Dan Adriano are coming to Club Cafe for a show next month. And that's going to
be awesome.
That should be pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be great. I saw Dan, I think we opened for him one time. That was a long while ago. I think Lopes put the show on, if I remember correctly. But that dude's super, super, super talented, and it's really cool to be able to see like a dude who can play giant shows, in a real small venue like that. It's great.
Yeah, I'm excited because Club Cafe is tiny, so I'm pretty excited to go to that. What do you think about Sidney Crosby scoring his 1,000th point last night? Did you know that?
Man? It's not surprising. I mean, the dude is such a talent. It's ridiculous. It's kind of crazy how the city not the city, but some fair weather people really go. You look at Facebook, and one week, that's the favorite, and the golden boy, and the next week they throw him under the bus. Not so much this season, but last season was real bad. That's
he was
cool.
He was the 12th fastest player to reach 1,000 points. But I mean, those stats are kind of misleading if you look at how the game was way back then, as opposed to how it is in the 21st century. When they took it's just a different game without the 2-line passing and all that.
Right.
So like the point totals, just like their points. I can't think of any numbers, but their point totals back in the day were way higher than they are now. So it makes sense that he I mean, to be 12th on that list is really good.
Hell yeah, and think about how long, the NHL has been around. It's going to be a hell of a lot of people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, Charlie, I think we have successfully finished the amount of time that we need to. I think it's been about an hour. But
yeah, close
fun.
to it. It's been close. I think we're way under an hour. Not way under. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. That was one of the critiques that I got from someone that hey, you guys are doing pretty good, but maybe just not talk as much for as long, please.
But we
so
can't
we can do that.
stop once we start. But yeah, I think we're pretty sure we're out of stuff to talk about. So.
Oh, we were out of stuff to talk about until Kelly saved us at the beginning.
Yeah. So
but,
thanks again, Cal. You made the show.
Thank you, Kelly.
You made the show. Yeah, that's it. Nobody else has suggested anything because everybody's in bed.
Yeah. I'm tired of shit.
I'm tired of shit also.
I gotta go to bed. Well.
So thanks everybody for listening. I hope this is enjoyable in some form. If not, let us know and we'll just stop. But
just fucking quit.
We'll quit. If you want us to quit, we'll quit. You got anything else to say, Rob?
No, sir.
All right, man. Well, I'm Chuck. This is Rob. That's Rob.
I'm Rob. I am.
That's Rob. This is Chuck. We hope this finds you well. Good night.
Later, guys.